is People of the State of Michigan versus Antonio Irvin, docket number 20-274FH. Mr. Irvin, you can hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is the time set, well, it was the time set for a motion of the people, but then Mr. Irvin, I got a letter from you saying that you want to fire your attorney and that your family had already made contact with a new lawyer that you were going to hire. Is that still the case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's what you want to do, is not have Mr. Berry anymore and instead hire a lawyer. Am I understanding you correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
You also say in your letter that you understand that this would require, you say a 30-day adjournment, but whatever number of days, it's going to require an adjournment. No attorney could just pick up a file and be ready to go on it on a moment's notice. So you're okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Berry, then, it looks like your client, and let me ask you, Mr. Irvin, has your family had further contact with a lawyer?
As far as I know, she talked
Do
to
you
the
know-
lawyer this morning.
Okay. Do you know if they've paid a lawyer yet, or just talking?
As far as I know, I'm just going off what they telling me.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to just put a halt on everything. I'm going to leave Mr. Berry on your case just in case, because I don't want a period of time where you have no lawyer. So until I get notice that you have a new lawyer, which your lawyer is required to file, then I won't let Mr. Berry off the case. And as soon as I get a notice that you have a new lawyer, I will let Mr. Berry off the case. You understand all that, Mr. Urban?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. And then the motion that I had set for today, I won't hear today. I'll wait for to see if a new attorney comes on, unless anyone has any objection to that.
I wouldn't have any objection to that, Your Honor. I do have some additional information. I don't know if Mr. Irvin's been made aware of it yet or not, but I wanted to clarify, are we still, I received a notice today of a jury trial date on November 30th. Is that still going to be on the schedule for that day as of right now?
Well, as of right now, yes, but there's two caveats. One is Mr. Irvin might be getting a new lawyer, and I don't think that a new lawyer would be up to speed by November 30th. And then the other one is, of course, the COVID numbers. We were shut down for October. The chief judge has to decide whether we can have jury trials in November or not. And he hasn't made that decision yet. The numbers are still above where they need to be. But I don't expect him to make the decision until we get a little closer to the month of November.
Sure, and yeah, COVID obviously, but to the extent, my conversations with Mr. Irvin's mom, how this was, the precipice to this was that his mother indicated she was going to be hiring him an attorney. And so that's what he acted on. I spoke with his mother. She has not yet hired an attorney. She's spoken with an attorney, but not officially retained one. And I've spoken with the attorney that she was going to be conferring with, but he hadn't yet received the discovery to review it and been retained. And then Mr. Irvin and his mom spoke again, I believe yesterday. Then I spoke with her this morning. She indicated that her intentions, at least right now, she believes that she's just going to not retain an attorney for him and have him continue to have me represent him. But I just wanted Mr. Irvin to be aware of that on the record. I am still the attorney as of right now, unless and until he hires an attorney. So I just wanted to make sure he understood all of that.
Okay, and the motion is not one that requires, ruling far in advance of trial. So I think we can just let it sit right now and give it just a little bit of time to see what happens. So Mr. Irvin, your mom says that she's probably not going to hire a lawyer, but the trial date's not till November tentatively right now anyway. So as you heard me say, we're just going to let the motion sit for a little bit to see what happens, and I will hear it before the trial either way. Okay, anything else, Mr. Beery or Ms. Allen?
No, you're-
But Your Honor, I don't,
Okay.
and I don't know if they can, if we know who the lawyer is that's being consulted, I can follow up with them too. I can respond, do it over email with Mr. Berry, but if we know that sometimes certain lawyers can tell you off the bat, like, yeah, I'll be filing my appearance next week, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, I'm aware that he wouldn't be doing that until he's retained, and I know he's not retained yet, but I'll email you and pass along his name.
Thank you.
Okay, then that will conclude our hearing for today. Mr. Irvin, you can tell them at the jail that you're all set for today.